Hello, this is Chris, and welcome back to the Southern Bourbon and Whiskey Talk channel. I am back home from the UK, and it is great to be back in the good old US of A. I had a good time with my friends, co-workers on a business trip, but it's good to be back in the good old USA with my family, my wife, my daughter, and my dog Charlie, and everything. So today is Veterans Day. It's the 11th of November. And I want to say happy Veterans Day to all those out there that are currently serving our current great country. And to my many friends, along with myself, that served our great nation and being part of the 1% of our country that have been willing to lay it all on the line for this great nation and the freedoms that we enjoy. So I thought I would do a few things today since I'm back and it's Veterans Day. I'm going to do a sampling of a Jack Daniel's product that I bought a few weeks ago. But I want to give you a tour of the good old basement bar, man cave, whatever you want to call it, and everything. So, but before we do that, I want to thank, and I'm very appreciative of all my subscribers out there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, like many of the viewers that come out here, and I'm appreciative of all the viewers, but if you could just take a minute, and that's all it takes is just a second and a click to subscribe and hit the bell for the alerts and everything. So with that, let's go ahead and do a little walk around the good old bar and everything. Okay. So right now I'm just in a small area of our basement down here. This is some of my daughter's stuff that I use. Since she moved home with us earlier this summer. She's working on her master's degree in psychology. She's way smarter than her dad, and I'm very blessed to have a great daughter with excellent character. And here's her bachelor's degree that she obtained from the University of Alaska Anchorage in psychology. All right, so just kind of walking around the room. Like I mentioned, I am a Air Force veteran before, and I'm extremely proud of my 20 years of service and everything. I've been very blessed, to serve this great nation. And then here's a few pictures that I'm proud of. There's my basic training picture from way back in 1994 and everything. And then this is a picture of a shadow box that my squadron back at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia give me to commemorate my 20 years of service. And it's definitely a showcase in my basement because I'm extremely proud of my service, but I'm very humbled by the many people that I got to work with and the missions that I supported and everything, right? All right, so there's just a small bit of a project that my wife did a short time ago with just a lot of the bottle caps that I have, just so that I could have them displayed. And my daughter, like I said, went to the University of Alaska Anchorage and everything. And this is something that's pretty cool. So when I was in Ireland a few years ago, I actually got certified to pour the perfect pint of Guinness. So that was a pretty neat experience. And here's my bachelor's degree that I obtained from Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia in 2009. So that was always a goal of mine to get a bachelor's degree and do my family proud along with my service. So here, a lot of people don't know, I'm a huge hockey fan, but I'm a big hockey fan of the University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux. So there's no college hockey in the Deep South. So I've kind of adopted the North Dakota Fighting Sioux as my team. And then, as many of you know, I'm a huge University of Tennessee fan, go Vols. We kind of had a tough time of it last week against Georgia, but we're going to be okay. We're ranked number 5 right now, so we're just waiting for something to happen in the top 4, and we'll be okay. So there's a picture of Old Smoky treeing the enemies, if you would. And then I've got a picture, a commemorative limited edition of Neyland Stadium, the home of the University of Tennessee Volunteers. All right. So just a few other views, kind of around the room and everything. And then, like I said, I'm a hockey fan. So I'm a big Nashville Predators fan. So this was a banner from the year they won the Western Conference in 2016-17. And unfortunately ran into a better Pittsburgh Penguins team that year. And then a limited edition photo of Bridgestone Arena, the home of the Nashville Predators. All right. So just a few other things to show you, and then we'll get started on our sampling. So when I was over in the UK, I decided to get me a British license plate commemorating the Southern Bourbon and Whiskey Talk bar. And then over here is a picture. This kind of portrays a few of my bottles, 2 Jack Daniel's products, one of them that I'm going to be sampling today, and we'll talk about it. Some of my glassware, my samples, as you can see. I have friends that in different bourbon communities that have sent me samples, and I like to send them out and share with the communities. And then right here, I just started this. This is my infinity bottle, and I know it's just in a mason jar and everything as I'm getting started. So I'm getting started on that infinity bottle and everything, and I'm really excited about that. And then over here, this is the rest of my collection of whiskeys and bourbons and what have you. And I'll just kind of point out a few of them. Some of them are obviously open. Some of them I haven't quite touched yet and everything. And on my video here shortly, I also want to share some of my recent purchases that I've had when I was over in the UK, and then just today. All right. So, and then there's my little mini barrel, the Avery, Tennessee rye whiskey from the Volunteer State. All right. All right. So here in a few moments, we'll pause and we'll come back and get into our sample. All right, welcome back to the Southern Bourbon and Whiskey Talk channel. And again, it's Veterans Day, and I just got done kind of showing off my basement bar man cave. So before we get started and talking about this great Jack Daniel's whiskey that I have, and some other the purchases I just made recently, I want to kind of show off something, and this is something that I wear a lot, and it reminds me of a lot of the sacrifices that those have paid. So this, I had this bracelet made in honor of a great hero who was one of the 13 that passed away in Afghanistan as we pulled out of the area there. This young man's from Tennessee, and as all y'all know, I'm from Tennessee, and I have a special place in my heart for the state. But this young man, Staff Sergeant Ryan Knaus, passed away, may he rest in peace, on 26 August 2021. This young man gave all for this country, and we should all send up a prayer of thanks and take a minute to pray for our veterans that pay the ultimate price, that have paid the ultimate price and are willing to do so. All right, so I want to share a few bourbons, whiskeys that I've bought recently. So this first one I bought over in the UK at London Heathrow Airport in the duty-free store. I've never seen this bottle. It may very likely be an exclusive overseas. In fact, it does say travel exclusive. So this is a Jack Daniel's single barrel bottled and bond, 100 proof bottled and bond. So I was really excited to grab this bottle and everything. And I paid 44 pounds for it, which is, I believe, roughly $52. So I might have overpaid a little for it, but I'm so glad to have it in my collection, right? So my next one, these next three I bought this morning. You know, I was just kind of in Veterans Day on a mood to get out since I just got back to the States to see what I could find out there. So this one I actually found on base and was very surprised when I saw it, because I haven't saw this bottle out in the wild here in Ohio anyways. It's Baker's 7, 107 proof single barrel and everything, and I've actually never had it, but I've heard great stuff about it. It has a barrel age statement of 8 years, 3 months on it and everything. And Baker's is a product of the Jim Beam Company. And this bottle I paid $58 for, so I was really happy with the price and just happy seeing that product, right? So this next one I got out at an Ohio State liquor store, and everybody's heard of the Joseph Magnus cigar blend. Haven't been able to find that, but what I did see was this Joseph Magnus straight bourbon whiskey, finished in sherry and cognac cask, triple cask finished, and it comes in at 100 proof and everything. So I was very excited to see this, a finished Joseph Magnus product, and I paid $99 for it plus tax. But I've heard a lot of great stuff about Joseph Magnus, specifically the cigar blend, so I thought I would get this as a little treat and give it a try at some point. This next one has had some great reviews online. And I bought this at another state of Ohio liquor store. This is a Penelope barrel strength product, right? And I've seen the reviews on it, and it gets a lot of praises. It comes in at 113.9 proof, and it's batch 18. It's a 4-grain bourbon whiskey. So I was very excited when I saw this, and I want to say I paid $51 for it. So I thought it was a really good buy and everything. All right, so let's get into what we're going to review today. And this video may run long today, but it's Veterans Day and everything, so bear with me. So the reason I wanted to test this, I haven't opened it yet, is this is a Jack Daniel's Hero Selection, single barrel proof. And the barrel was chosen by a U.S. Navy veteran that's employed by Jack Daniels, actually, Mr. Melvin Keebler. You know, Melvin, so thank you for your service, sir. And again, this is a limited selection that comes in at 129.9 proof, right? So I'm very excited about this product. So let's open this up. All right, and it has the dog tags on it because it's a commemorative Heroes selection and everything. So again, I've had, I'm from Tennessee, and I love Jack Daniels, and I've had the barrel proof products before in the past. Most people are familiar with Jack Daniels with the old number 7, and the old number 7 is a great product. It really is. It's a kind of an entry version that comes in at 80 proof. And then you have other versions of Jack. They've recently come out with a bonded, a triple mash, which are 100 proof products. And then other Jack Daniels regular single barrels, which are 94 proof. And then they have Jack Daniels rye. They have a single barrel rye, and I've had the single barrel rye, and it's absolutely great. So let me step away. I need to grab a glass and everything so that we can try this Jack Daniels single barrel. Okay. So a little bit about this again. It's a single barrel product, 129.9 proof. So it's definitely a hefty product. So let's get into it and pour it up and everything. So I'm going to pour a little here for my infinity bottle here in a second, and then I'm going to pour me a little to sample. Okay, so let's set that down. Let's pour our first pour of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof Heroes selection into our infinity bottle. All right, so one thing before I get started on this, Jack Daniel's kind of has what a lot of people say are traditional flavors and aromas, specifically like ripe bananas. Really ripe bananas is something. Banana runts is something a lot of people say they get on Jack Daniel's, and I definitely agree with that. But there's a lot of other traditional whiskey bourbon flavors on the palate and on the nose too. Caramel toffee, and because this is a single barrel product, every one varies for sure. So let's get into this and everything. So let's try it on the nose first. Give it a little swirl. Man, I tell you what, for 130 proof, basically, does not smell alcohol at all. Grain, really were, like I did the Knob Creek 120 proof, 9-year barrel proof, and the alcohol was really offensive on the nose and everything, and really took away from that product. Boy, this just smells delicious. Bananas are definitely there, caramel, vanilla. Yeah, that just smells very good. And that's a very comforting smell and on the nose, Jack Daniel's. So let's stay hydrated, friends. All right, so cheers, friends and everyone out there, and here's to good health, and here's to all the veterans that have paid the ultimate price, those that have served and those that continue to serve. So cheers. Man, is that good. This is one of the top Jack Daniel's single barrels I have ever had. Barrel proofs, rather. Boy, the mouth coating is unbelievable on this. And, on the nose, or excuse me, on the palate right there on my tongue, it's like just strong. It's like a caramel bomb there. I don't get so much banana. There's definitely a little there, but boy, it's like a caramel bomb out there. And there's definitely some baking spices going on with this product. So, man, That is extremely good. So going down on the finish, there's the Kentucky Hug for sure, and it should be for a barrel proof product. Again, the alcohol, not offensive at all. I'll tell you, you know, this bottle may be one of my tops of the year. You know, which I'll talk about in December right before New Year's. Okay, so this is very good. And you know, my bottom line on this Jack Daniel's Hero Selection barrel proof single barrel, if you see this bottle out there, buy it. I'm telling you, buy. This is delicious. I bought it, you know, a few months ago, like I said, at the my Class 6 on Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and I believe I paid like $64 for it. And I was blessed to have this because it was hand-selected by a Navy veteran that works for the Jack Daniel's company. And, you know, and now that I've actually opened it on Veterans Day, I saved it for a special day. It's out of this world. It really is. And I'm not saying it because I'm loyal to Jack Daniel's and I'm from Tennessee. It's good. Go out there and buy this if you get a chance and everything. Okay. And in the comments, hey, if you've tried Jack Daniel's Hero Selection, I'd like to hear from you what your thoughts was. And I'd even like to hear from you on other Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs and what your thoughts are on those and everything. You know, I'm a huge fan of them and really like them. So with that, again, thank you for your time, and it's Veterans Day. Thank a veteran if you know one. You know, have a toast for a veteran, buy a veteran a drink. And cheers to everyone out there, and happy Veterans Day, everyone.